Limited is a manufacturing company having two production department A and B and two service department X and Y, and the following budgeted data for the March 2022 is available with us. Now here very first important point, direct material and direct wages are given. Students, this is the important point. Whenever direct expenses, direct wages or direct material, any element of direct cost is given in the question, you have to take care of one thing. When direct material, direct wages are given in the question, they form part of prime cost as per as production department is concerned. Correct? No? In production department, what is the name of chapter? What is the name of chapter? Chapter's name is overhead. So we should record only overhead while calculating the rates. These are not the overhead. Material cost, labor cost is not the overhead. They forms part of your prime cost. That's why we should exclude them while calculating overhead, while recording overhead as far as production departments are concerned. But whatever expenses are incurred by your service department, whether they are direct in nature or indirect in nature, sir, whatever expenses are incurred by your service department, whether they are direct in nature or indirect in nature, we should treat them always as overhead because they are incurred by the service department for rendering the services, not for the production purpose. So direct material of your service department is the indirect cost for production department. Direct wages of your service department is the indirect cost for your production department. So think from production department's point of view. As we are calculating absorption rate of production department, this is the important point. Normally, maximum student commits mistake while understanding this particular concept. So, whenever direct cost items are given for production department, we should exclude them while preparing statement. And when direct cost is given for service department, we should include them while preparing overhead statement. So, this is the data given. Factory rent, power, depreciation, general lighting, perquisites, total amounts are given, but total amounts are not further bifurcated amongst department. So when this bifurcation is not given, when any expenditure, when any overhead is given as a common expense, in that case the step which comes is called as apportionment of overhead by considering common and most appropriate basis. As far as your factory rent is concerned, factory rent should always be divided by taking areas proportion, areas ratio. As far as machine power is concerned, machine power is to be divided on the basis of HP hours. Sir, what is HP hours? It's horsepower hours. Sir, horsepower is given, but horsepower hours, how to calculate? You should multiply your horsepower with your machine hours. What we need to calculate? HP hours, that is HP into R. How many horsepower machine, how many horsepower power you have consumed on hourly basis for running of your machine, that's what we are calculating. So as far as your first department is concerned, your HP hours are 50,000. Your HP hours for second department are 80,000, then 15,000 and 25,000. One similar question is there in JK Shah classes textbook. If you check question number 8 of your textbook of JK Shah classes by 22 batch, you are going to get the same question, but only in that question one more production department is given. Here only two production departments are given, concepts are same. Now in this HP hours ratio, that is 50K, 80K, 15K and 25K, you should divide the amount of your power. Depreciation to be divided on the basis of value of machine. So depreciation you charge on machine, that's why value of machine is the most appropriate rate basis to be considered for the purpose of apportionment of your depreciation value. For general lighting apportionment, light point you should consider and light points are given, and one important point is available, perquisites. What to do with this perquisites? Now that is the new and important point which we never considered in any of the question in our textbook. Now when perquisites and other overheads are given, this is not related to machine, this is not related to asset, this is not related to area, this is not related to light point, this is not related to horsepower. When any other overhead is given in the question, other overhead is to be divided on the basis of direct wages. When nothing is mentioned, this is very important point, it should be divided on the basis of direct wages, and direct wages cost is given. This is very important point of this question. First time it is given. Sir, why we are considering direct wages? What is given? Perquisites. Perquisites we pay to whom? Our workers and employees only, no? So whenever, sir, what is perquisites? These are the extra benefit other than the basic wages. If you have paid them wages in the same proportion, you need to pay them perquisites, and that's why perquisites are to be divided on the basis of direct wages ratio. And direct wages ratio you are going to get from here. See here, direct wages for all 4 departments are given. So very first point, whatever expenses they have given in total, we should bifurcate them according to the most appropriate basis, and appropriate basis we have just now discussed. What is given after this? The technical assessment of the apportionment of expenses of service department is as under. Service department reapportionment ratios are given, basis is given. Whatever service department X expenditure is there, that expenditure we are going to divide in 3 parts between A, B and Y in the given proportion, in the given margin, in the given percentage. The expenses of service department Y we are going to divide again in 3 parts between A department, B department and X department. So these are the reapportionment basis margins given in the question. Now we are required to prepare a statement showing distribution of overhead, and this distribution of overhead is called as a primary distribution of overhead, where we are going to show the apportionment called as primary distribution. Question also asks us to prepare statement showing redistribution of service department, and redistribution is also called as secondary distribution of overhead, and this secondary distribution of overhead can be performed with the help of few of the methods, and methods are given. Very first, equation method, that is simultaneous equation. Third one is repeated distribution method, and the new method which we are going to learn through this RTP discussion session is trial and error method, how to solve question by using all these 3 methods. The very first method which we are going to use is for your apportionment wala thing, and apportionment thing is clearly given in the question, that is called as primary distribution. Now if you check direct material part of the calculation, direct material is given directly, but they haven't recorded anything in A and B column, because A and B are the production department. This is what we have discussed. Same is applicable for your wages. They are also directly given, but we have taken only figures which are related to service department. So as far as your direct cost elements are concerned, you should record them only and only in service department column. Factory rent is bifurcated area wise. Your power is bifurcated according to HP into machine hours. Your depreciation is bifurcated according to capital value. Ratios are given. Then general lighting is divided according to the light points. We have solved this kind of question for multiple times. That's why this bifurcation is very easy for you. And perquisites are divided according to direct wages basis. So what you only need to do, total amount divided by total basis. This basis is given in the question, and then according to the available computation you need to use the ratios, and ratios are given. Factory rent 2:1:1:2. So from where they have computed this ratio, sir? See here, factory rent is computed on the basis of 500, 250, 250, 250. It is 2:1:1:2. If you check the value of asset, then value of asset is 2:4:1:1. This is the ratio. This ratio you can easily compute by considering the given information, and in the same ratio you need to bifurcate the available amount. See, this all rent ratio, then your value ratio, all the ratios are given in the question. So finally primary distribution will get over. It is very simple. But when primary distribution will get over, no, you will be getting total 4 amounts with you. You will be having 4 amounts available with you. First amount related to your production department. Second amount is related to your production department B, but along with them service department overheads are also available with us. But according to our discussion, we can conclude one thing, that service department expenses are not incurred for service department. They are indirectly incurred for production department only, no. Your service departments are rendering services to production department. So these all values of 9,20,000 and 11,40,000 we should reapportion between A and B, and for that purpose various methods are given in the question. Now as far as redistribution is concerned, try and understand. Now let's assume that the service department number 1 X, the total overheads of this particular department are X and total overhead of your second department are Y. This is my assumption. Now kindly focus on this total overhead. Total means what? Sir, total means 9,20,000 and 11,40,000. No, total means 9,20,000 is the own expenditure of X plus some expense of Y. X is going to bear. Sir, who has told you this particular thing? That 9,20,000 plus additional expenditure, where it is given in the question. See here, if you check this table, then your X department, your department X is ready to take the burden of 5% expenses of department Y. Means Phi department is going to put 5% of their overhead to X column. So X will be having two expenses. Sir, which two expenses? First expense is 9,20,000. So X department's own expenditure is 9,20,000 plus 5% of Y he is going to take. No, that's why you can frame the equation, you can form the equation. Your Y's total overhead will be rupees 9,20,000 plus 5% of Y department. Same is applicable for Y. Your Y department is going to bear 11,40,000 own burden, and in addition to this 11,40,000 own burden, X is going to put 20% in the Y column. X is going to put 20% of Y column, means Y is ready to bear 20% of X expenses. 20% of X means your Y department is going to bear own expense of 11,40,000. In addition to that, 0.2 X, that is 20% of X, is ready to incur, he is ready to bear. That's why I have formed total two different equations. If you solve this both the equations simultaneously, if you substitute value of Y in X, then you are going to get some equation like this. You will be getting Y equation. Then again, when you solve this, after solving this equation, you are going to get your Y value, and when you substitute this Y value in first equation, you are going to get your X value also. So once this both the values are available with you, you can start with your redistribution. Sir, how to start with redistribution? Now, overhead as per primary distribution. According to the primary distribution, the overhead amount which we have computed, no, those amounts are given in the question. Sir, where are the amounts? You can see here. Now total amounts are available with us. Their own amounts are recorded here, and once own amounts are recorded, they are 9,20,000 and 11,40,000. You can put them like this: 9,20,000 and 11,40,000. These are the two values. Now we computed X value, we computed Y value, correct? No? X value is 13,24,000. So we are going to deduct this 13,24,000 from X department, and we are going to deduct 9,86,869 from Y department, and this both the amounts we are going to transfer, redistribute to department A and B. If you check department A and B, department A and B's values are available with us. They are 7,60,000 and 6,90,000. The same values are recorded here, correct? Now 986,869. Extremely sorry, this is department X value. Department X value is available with us. I have recorded here reverse amounts. So here it will be 9,86,869. This is the value of X which you have got, and here value of Y we are going to put 13,24,000. Now this 986,869 we are going to divide between two parts, part A and part B, that is department A and department B. Sir, how much percentage we are going to transfer to this department? 55% and 25%. Sir, from where this percentage are taken? See here, A will carry 55% burden, B will carry 25% burden. So amount of X we are going to divide in 55-25 ratio. 55-25 apportionment is done. Now some students, see, they calculate like this: 9,86,869 into 55%. Sir, yes, amount is computed. Yes, exactly 55% you are going to put in A, 25% we are going to put in B, and the remaining we are going to put in the Y column. Done? They haven't given in the suggested answer, but according to our practice, according to our solution, the remaining amount we are going to put in the Y column. Once this is done, amount of Y, the amount of Y which we have computed 13,37,374 is to be further apportioned in 60%, 35% and 5%. So 60%, 35% in production department we need to reapportion, and once this reapportionment is done, you are going to get the total. This is the end of first method. Equation method is quite easy, and it is, you can say, it is not going to consume time as compared to your repeated distribution method. Now come to the next method, which we haven't covered in our classwork, and that is trial and error method. Though discussion was there in your classroom, but trial and error method some was not there. This is the easiest method. This is one of the easiest method of the redistribution, which we are going to cover with this particular discussion. Now as far as your service departments are concerned, they are having 9,20,000 and 11,40,000 expenses, correct? Now if you check the apportionment, apportionment says that department X expenses to Y expenses proportion is 20%. Sir, it is given in the question. Yes, clearly mentioned in the question that Y is going to bear 20% of department X expenses. My department X expenses are 9,20,000 into 20%. I am going to put in the Y column. So my Y is going to bear this particular amount. So because of this calculation, my Y amount gets increased to 13,24,000. Understood? Okay, this is the first step. Second step says you should apportion Y department expenses to X department. Now what is the proportion given? Y department expenses into 5%, we are going to put in the X column. My Y department expenses are now 13,24,000. Correct? 13,24,000 into 5%, you will be getting X department's value. So see how we are calculating. First we recorded original amount of overhead which we computed in the primary distribution total column. 9,20,000 into 20% we recorded in Y column, we computed total. 13,24,000 into 5% we computed again. Once this is done, again we are going to start with the reapportionment, sir. Reapportionment of your department X expenses to Y. Now how much column is there in X? How much amount is there in X column? It is 66,200, correct? So 66,200 into 20% I have recorded in second column. 66,200 into 20%, 13,240 I have got. Now 13,240 into 5%. So first you need to calculate the amount, then some percentage of that amount. Again you are going to get one more amount, then again same percentage of that amount. So zigzag case you are going to use. So first I took 9,20,000. Let me repeat this again. 9,20,000 into 20%. I have recorded that amount in the other column. So 184 plus 1140 I got 1324. Then into 5% I computed 66,200. Correct? That 66,200 I have taken again. I computed 20% of that. I calculated 13,250. So department amount, then second department percentage. Same department amount, second department percentage. Now 13,240 into 5% when you calculate, you are going to get 662, and this thing will continuously go on. Now 662 again into 20% when you calculate, you will be getting 132.4, rounded off figure is recorded, and 132.4 into 5% you are going to get 6.62. You need to perform this trial and error till you get this single digit. Once this single digit comes, you have to close your calculation. You are going to close your calculation when single digit comes on your calculator. So this is the time pass exercise, you can say. Whenever trial and error method is asked in the question, first put original overhead values. Then calculate according to the given percentage the value of second department. Then on total, compute the first department percentage. Then compute second department percentage, first department, second department. Maximum 3 times you need to repeat this particular distribution. This is the trial and error method, which is very simple. And the last method is very time consuming method, which is called as your repeated distribution method. See here. Now according to this discussion, if service department cost you are going to distribute amongst the production department, I have computed my service department cost. This is 986,869 and 1337,372, and the same amounts I have taken and I have bifurcated them between department A and B in the given proportion. Sir, where is the given proportion? In your question, 55%, 25%, 60%, 35%, I have divided. And after dividing this, again, I have taken total according to my trial and error method. Hope your concepts are getting clear. Clearly understood. We started with equation we have already done. Trial and error is the next and new method which we discussed in this particular illustration, where every department's expense you need to calculate according to the given percentage. When these expenses are calculated, you need to take the total, and those total you have to reapportion between department A and B. They are the production department. And the last part where repeated distribution is going to take place. This is time consuming method but not at all difficult. This method is going to consume time, but no method is going to harass you like this particular method. It is time consuming. Now first, all the expenses, all the overheads I have recorded here. Out of them, first I have deducted 9,20,000 in the given proportion in the table, that is 55%, 25% and 20%. I bifurcated this value in 3 parts. Then I taken subtotal, and that subtotal again I bifurcated into 3 parts, and this thing deliberately you need to repeat. Purposely you need to repeat, because this method's name itself suggests you repeated distribution. You need to repeat this distribution at least for 3 times. So first distribution, second distribution and third distribution is given, and finally they have given you the total amounts of overhead associated with production department A and B. The very time consuming sum of overhead we have just discussed. Hopefully you have understood all the concepts. Please revise this particular question before examination.